Welcome to Manifest Your Monday with me, Johnny Kent, your certified high performance coach. Have you ever wondered why we stick to all these beliefs? We are in a consistent loop on the things that we don't want, the thoughts that we have, the beliefs that we have. But we know on the other side that if we just break free from this belief, this thought, this habit, that I'm going to live a better life, I'm going to experience things in a different way, and I'm just going to move through life a lot better. And for those that have been following me over the past few months, I really appreciate you guys being here. The journey of being a high performance coach and sharing all these events and experiences over the past 3 months have been really amazing. So the people that have committed to watching me on a regular basis, thank you so much for your support. Back to what I was talking about how and why we get into these loops. And these loops are both positive and negative. From the belief that I can do things, the belief that I continue to work out every day, I'm going to get that sense of freedom, I'm going to move through my body, and things are going to feel amazing, and I can take over the world. To the negatives, which are, oh man, I don't think I can do this. Last time I did this, I failed miserably, and I'm scared. I'm just scared of not taking action. I'm scared that if I put all this effort in, will it work out? Will it pan out? So what it comes down to, and this is my experience, is that the reason why we get into these loops is because it's comfortable. We get into these loops because it's familiar to us. It's familiar to our brain. It's familiar to our body. So in order for us to change and get outside of that, especially if it's been something that's been going on for almost your whole life, if you experience something back in the day to where it keeps you emotionally triggered till now, it's hard, it's tough, it's challenging. And I struggled with it. I continue to struggle with it as I become more aware of what I'm going through in my life, and I actually take the time to sit back and reflect on a day-to-day basis on why didn't I do that? What stopped me? What do I go through in order for me to achieve those higher levels, to break through and feel that uncomfortable aspect in life where it's new, it's unfamiliar, it's unknown? And what I've gained and what I've learned over the past few years, and I think you all have heard this before, is that, create this vision of your future self and who you want to be and focus on that. And get to the nitty-gritty of the details on how do you want to experience that and focus on that rather than focusing on the past. Because I don't know about you, but I mean, we can watch all the movies we want, but there's no time travel, right? Here we go. Okay, so in order for us to overcome what really bothers us and what's really stopping us from being our best self is we focus on the past too much because it's too comfortable, because we don't like the feeling of what it's like to be on that other side. Not because we don't want to, it's because our bodies, it's structured in us. No different than if you work out 5-6 times a week on a regular basis habitually, for you to just come up and work out, it's no problem, it's easy. And over time, it just becomes automatic. Well, that's the same thing with bad habits. So what you need to do, what I recommend, what I suggest to you is focus on the future. Focus on your future self. Focus on how you want to be financially, how responsible you want to be with your money, and then figure out the skill sets that you need in order for that to happen, and work it, get it, develop those skills, become a master at it. Mastery is huge in high performance coaching for myself and what I teach. And so I have clarity now on so many levels on how to move through my life to really build the life that I want. And it's happening at such a rapid pace. And there's people that are around me that, have said the same, is that, all the growth that I've gone through over the past few years has just been, I'm a different person, and I feel different. I look back at what's going on in my past, and I'm like, wow. Not in an arrogant or egotistical way, but it's like you implement some of these habits and that I'm talking to you about, and watch your life move in a way that you never thought was possible. So focus on your future, focus on the skill sets in that future self that you need to acquire, and just go after it. There's people out there that are doing what your future self is already doing, so you know it's possible. I want to give you some clarity. I want to give you a tool, and it's what I want you guys to do is it's going to be a habit that I teach all my clients, and it's all about being clear on who you are and who you want to be. And what I want you to do, it's going to take about a minute and a half for us to go through this, so just pay attention. What I want you to do right now is, if you're standing right now and listening to this, if you're in a coffee shop sitting down, if you're at home, or if you're on the bus, I want you to sit down. Okay, if you're on a bus and you're standing, still works too. Hold on to the rail. But what I want you to do is, I want you guys to center yourself. I want you guys, once you've centered yourself, I want you guys to close your eyes and take 3 deep breaths. Okay? So closing your eyes, 3 deep breaths. What I want you to think about is 3 words. 3 words that explains your best self. 3 words that you want to be remembered for. If you were going to have 3 words on your tombstone after you've gone away, what would those 3 words be? Now, for myself, my 3 words are loving, courageous, and bold. Okay? Now, what I want you to do is, I want you to think of those 3 words and why they're important to you. Now, for me, loving is important because that's what we're here for. That's the ultimate feeling that we all go for. You think about all the things you purchase, you buy, you surround yourself with. It's all for that connection of love. So it's that feeling that, being connected to everybody and being connected to your true self. So the more I'm loving, the more I'm my true self, the more I'm honest with myself, the more I'm vulnerable, the more I go for the things that I want. And courageous is so important to me because it's we all have these fears. We all have these things we want to overcome, and we have all these beliefs that we're not good enough, we're not smart enough, we don't have enough. And what is it going to take for us to overcome these fears? What is it going to take for us to ask for those relationships? What is it going to take for us to ask for that raise? Well, it's going to take courage. So the more courageous I am, the more I become the best self, the best me. And why do I choose bold? Now, I chose bold because being bold for myself, being open to what's possible, being open to really testing what's out there, testing myself so that I can experience more joy, so that I can experience more love, so that I can experience more adventure within myself and with the people around me. So I'd like for you to share with me what your 3 words are, and I'll even provide a gift back to you for sharing that. So again, the reason why I share all of this is because in this world we need to share, we need to help, we need to be beacons of positivity to bring everybody together, because we all know that the news, the social media, there's a lot of bad things that are being put in front of us, and I want to be positive for you guys and show that that you're not alone. So and together we rise.